Let me ask you, your first film was The Color of Love. What have you...
Oh my God!
I told you I would give you a whole while.
Now, how can I look at you? I'm talking to you. This is confusing. Come on. You talking to me here and I gotta look at it? Come on, man.
The Color of Love, what have you learned from that?
How do you find first of all, how did you find The Color of Love? That was like 1991. I don't even think that movie, is that on,
It never released.
is that on IMDb?
So what have you learned from that film to where you are today?
Wow. You got, that's a good question. That's at least 1991, man. What have I learned? I think I'm a better actor. I like to think I'm a much better actor since that movie, but I don't think I really knew what I was doing back then. Not at all. Not at all. Still figuring it out.
And if you want the exclusive, you want the tall boy, because he's going to bring you the exclusive.
I know that's a tough question, man. And I'm a real, straight shooter. I don't know anymore. I mean, there was a time where you would go to school, study acting lessons, or like me, I went to Howard University to study acting. Now, I think all you need to do now is to be a YouTuber, which is fine. Have 1 million followers on Instagram and you can get the exposure. So there's a plethora of avenues to come into what we call the acting or entertainment industry, where when I was in the thick of it, I mean, we had rappers that were getting the opportunities because they had such a large audiences with their music. I mean, I've met Biggie and Tupac, and they were acting, and I enjoy working with DMX. So it's I don't know what the actual answer is today, but I do know social media is very, very powerful. So that's a way of getting a lot of people attention in Hollywood, is through social media. Oh, like I said before, when I was asked to take a paper bag test at Howard, I knew then that I had to become an actor. I had to do something about this thing called colorism in our community. And unfortunately, we're right back to, seem like we're going back in time, from what I'm hearing, being in Atlanta the last 6-7 years. So I've always tried to use my own being as a guinea pig to address issues like hair, facial hair. I wore locks most of my career because I wanted to challenge why women were being so taken to task, being beautiful and intelligent at the workplace, but they were always being taken to task because they had braids or extensions. So I wanted to say something about that. I got tired of the way characters were being portrayed as gay men, stereotypically, in Hollywood. So I decided to play a gay character and get on the bus. It was a full-on alpha male, so to speak. So all my work is Love Jones. I got tired of same old films that did very well, that we call hood films, and I was part of one called Clockers, but I felt there was a lot of people that looked like me that had something else to say, and it wasn't about 40s or calling each other's, various degrees of profanity, and could talk about love. And I was right, because I think now, 20-some years later, Love Jones is still a classic. So I've always been very picky about the things. So my work has been my politics. So if you go back and look at my work, then you'll see my politics. Oh man, Chadwick Boseman is my doll baby. He's a bison as well, and he's been following. I don't know. I'm touched by Chadwick Boseman in the Black Panther movie. I've been around long enough knowing that there was an attempt to get it made before with Wesley, but to know that Chadwick Boseman, someone who I really respect and adore, is taking on the conversation about African ancestry and DNA, talking about the things that I've written a book about. He has an amazing platform now, and I think he even mentioned my name in his speech at Howard. I have to look at the video, but I love him, man. I mean, he's kind of picking up, not where I left off, but he's taking it to a whole nother level. So I can't say enough good things about the movie, about Ryan Coogler, about Chadwick. I mean, I'm super, super proud of them. Super proud of them. I expect them to feed me. I hope they have some food for me. I'm not really hungry. I'm not famished, but I hope they have something other than some almonds for like I got on the plane and eat. You know, I hope so. No, I love my people, so it doesn't matter. It's like if I could be somewhere where I can add some value, some positive energy, and people get an insight on who I really am and not what they heard, I'm going to be there. I'm going to support it, particularly if it's women of color doing it. Because I know how hard it is for us collectively to get things done, but I also know how hard it is for women of color, and particularly African American women, to get things like this done. So any opportunity, people who know, I'm always be supportive of that, especially when it's right, when it feels right. I too am tired of celebrities going to other people. That's why I'm here. I get invited to a lot of things. And there's a lot of things I don't get invited to that looks like it's owned by black, but it's run by white.
Yeah.
So I'm here as a testament to say, I'm done with the program. You know, I'm here, and I'm happy to be invited. I wish there were more of you around 30 years ago when I started. If there's any consolation, my attorney Ricky Emerson happens to be African American. I've been with him for the last 10 years. But I wish there were more of him and you 30, 35 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm sure there were. But the issue about working in that place called Hollywood was it's a very close-knit town. And what I'm starting to see that's happening now by being here is that you guys are starting to figure it out. Maybe I could have done a better job. Being in that leadership was pretty tough. I was coming up doing the 90s when there was only Denzel and Will Smith. Everybody else was a thug. If you weren't funny and you weren't sexy, you're a thug. And I just figured out, can I be a thug that's smart and sexy? So I discovered that with my wife, you know, designing my clothes and Romeo Must Die, and I said, I think I got something here. You know, like I can make a thug interesting. And, you know, a woman got fired because I hired my black wife. So who made these clothes? The producer found out. He fired the costume. So, you know, I've seen a lot of crazy, you know, but you can never rationalize crazy. You know, what you can do is you can execute, you can have an idea, you can thrive, and ultimately, hopefully you can make an impact.
Did you like the video? That's right, did you like it? Hit that like button.
Think big,
subscribe,
think tall.
and share it.
Tall boy.
Yay!
Tall boy. The Tall Boy Experience.